Good morning, my name is Kathy and I'm from the Early Years Alliance, and today we are going to decorate with nature. So providing an interesting and ever-changing environment for children to explore is an ideal way to develop their curiosity. Natural resources encourages children to observe closely and use all their senses. They give tactile stimulation and assist children in improving hand-eye coordination and fine motor skills. And giving the opportunity to play with natural materials is a wonderful way for them to learn about nature. It also allows them to develop appreciation and respect for the natural environment. Incorporating objects from nature into play and learning activities, it need not be complicated. If we as parents provide our children with natural materials, they will find ways to use them. And in playing with them, studying them and asking questions about them, they are learning about nature. So an assortment of leaves and seeds and twigs and bark can offer a variety of colours and sizes with fascinating surfaces and shapes. It's all good for maths and science. Rocks and stones that are rough or smooth and they're all completely individual can be transformed into something to enhance their play or used to decorate. These resources are generally renewable and their creation as well as disposal does not pose a threat to the environment. So decorating our homes, particularly at this time of year with natural materials, brings the outdoors in and can really enhance any environment. So today we are going to be doing some decorating some stones. I'm going to make a little table display and we're going to be filling a bottle and we're going to make a mobile as well. So lots to do. So I have been out very busy collecting all sorts of things from the park and in my garden. But I've got a big basket here of lovely items. So I think they look beautiful. Lots and lots of dry flowers here we've got. I've got thyme, so it's a real assortment. There's fir cones there. So it's an abundance out there of what you can find. But one of the things that I'm going to show you that I'll be transforming is I've made one of these wreaths that you can hang up. Obviously I've made this, so I'm going to show you one that can be done very simply. And also I'll show you this picture from behind that I have done, and this is done with dried flowers, dried pressed flowers and leaves, and it's just so simple and stuck on that paper. There's some examples. So I think the first thing we will do is we're going to decorate a stone. So quite often when I've been out and about, I've seen these decorated stones being left in the park. And it's really simple and it's great for preschool children to do. So you can collect a big stone like that. Gives them plenty of surface area that they can decorate. So I've decorated that one. And I've already painted that one. I'm going to decorate with you. And I've got another one. They're all different shapes and sizes, but this one's really smooth as well. It's got different kind of patterns on it too. So they're fascinating to look at, they're fascinating to touch as well. But I'm going to paint this one with blue. So easy just to paint them. So this is just paint that's suitable to use with your children. And please remember when you're out and about to always remember safety with your children. It's always be supervised with you. And I have chosen things that are appropriate for children to use, so I haven't chosen anything with berries or anything like that. And I would also recommend that all your children wash their hands after they've been out and about, and also when we finish this activity as well, the children should come. So I've painted my stone, lovely blue, and with this one, because it's wet, the paint, I'm just going to shake on lovely sparkly stars there. And then when the paint's dry again, put some other little decorations on. It's so simple and so effective. Great. So the one that I've already painted, that I haven't decorated, I'm going to use another little bit of a stick. That's all it is a broken out little bit of stick. I'm going to dip it in some paint, put some red paint here, and then I'm just going to make a little pattern there on my stone, some red dots all the way around. Like an original painting there. Stick my dots, and can you see how effective it looks and how easy it is as well. So the little ones can make little dots all the way around. And of course, this is teaching good hand and eye coordination, fine motor skills as well. There we go. And then we're looking at all the colours and shapes as well. Recreating. So we can just keep doing a little pattern like that. Obviously, you can add other colours. Some white in the middle there. Time painting and stones there, and they've got great decorations. And you can do these presents as well, presents for your gardens, or as a paperweight as well. That's my stones being decorated. So I showed you before one of the wreath I made. Sorts of different things, herb cones and bunches of dried flowers that I put on there. But to make it simple, children, I simply cut out the shape here from an old pizza box there, and I've started to decorate it just with some silver foil there, just to give it a little bit of a backing really. So all I've done is I've cut the hole, cut the shape out, and then I've just wrapped paper, the silver paper, all the way around like that. It's really easy to do. There's no sticking or gluing it in. It's just a quick wrapping the foil around. On that piece here, and there we have our wreath shape ready for our children to stick some bits on. So I thought, what would be easier for them, the little ones to stick on, rather than having three-dimensionals, which is hard to stick on. This is where I have pressed some different flowers, and pressing flowers and leaves is very, very simple. I'll show you. So all you have to do is I picked a flower this morning in my garden. It's a lovely one. I'm going to put it in between a piece of paper there. And there it is. It's there. Press it, and then I am going to put it in a book, or you can put it under something heavy. And that's going to press it. So I'm going to leave that for a good couple of weeks, but then it will be ready to use in whatever design that you want to. That's so easy now you do press flowers. And you can do it throughout the year, so you can continuously have these beautiful pressed flowers that you can use to decorate. So I've already pressed some here, some lovely flower there, and I'm simply just going to glue it on. Just got some Children's PVA glue here, and this is what they're going to really enjoy as well. So do using different tools. Glue stick there. But they will have to use their fine motor skills. So I've stuck that one on there. I'm going to stick another on the other side. Beautiful. Put that down. Put some more glue on. We are supervising them, doing the activity with our children. And they're dressed appropriately doing these kind of activities. And we can ask them where they're going to put it. They make their own choices about their designs. I'm going to put that one there on the other side. And I've got some beautiful red leaves there. I'm going to stick that on as well. A bit further up here. Beautiful leaves there. Blue, and the blue will stick really quite easily onto this kind of foil paper as well. So you can see it's taking shape. Put another flower on. Beautiful, pretty yellow flower. Put over there. Blue on top. Start to put layers on top to it over like that there. And then what I've made with some leaves that I've collected, I think these are some beech leaves, is I've made a little robin, and that's just out of leaves. So I think I'm going to put that as well on my decoration. That little robin there. I'm going to show you how to make the robin. So I've put out the template, the robin, and it just fits beautifully the shape of the leaf for that robin. Blue. Blue activity today. Lots of blue. Sure that they stick on, and I can put one leaf on there. Tail. I'm going to put another leaf underneath there. I'll just use one leaf, and then for the little robin's red breast, I've got a little red leaf there that I'm going to stick here. And if I put an eye on it, then it's really going to take shape and look like a robin design there. Put a little stick on an eye. That looks a little bit like a robin and his red breast. And there it is. That's my little one. So I think I'm going to put this on there. Now I'm just going to clip it off. Glue it on later. And it's taking shape, so you can keep adding all sorts on there. That's a damage will be sticking. So I could add some more dried flowers that I'm going to do. I've got some dried lavender. Also, I can put on there, and I think that looks really, really good. And quite simple as well to do with different ones. So you've got that one, and then I wanted to make a table decoration. So I've got all these items here that I can put in So what I've done is I've got an old empty tin there. Wash that. I want to decorate this tin, so I can decorate it with some paper like that and wrap it around. Or I can decorate the sheet of paper like this and wrap it around as well, which is what I'm going to use. And how I'm going to decorate it is I've got some bark here, and I'm going to do bark rubbing. So this again will be really good for your children to do. It will show how the bark looks on the paper. Wax crayon, so again we're using different tools. We've used glue sticks and paint brushes, we've used little sticks as well, and now I'm going to use wax crayon. So I've got a red one there. We're going to rub it. So we're using lots of different language as well to explain what to do. Get our children to rub all along on that bark, and you can see how it comes out a lovely pattern that is shown through all the way down. You can see my bark rubbing is a lovely pattern there. I'm just going to put that around my tin. Add a little bit of glue there to hold it. Some sellotape. Oh, very, very simple, but very, very effective. So I've made my tin, and then what I've got is, I've got this from the garden, a little empty plant container, and if you can see, it's got lots of holes in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it in the tin, and then using the holes I can decorate and put them in. So I can put these in the holes, and I think these are lovely, these dried flowers that I've collected. I found them all over the place, beautiful, and they're lovely shapes, and they're fascinating to look at those. This one I've got, which is really unusual, so I found that. I was out and about. Put that in there, and they can keep adding, and it's like a little threading game, really. And this one is beautiful as well. My garden, you can still see seeds in it. It's beautiful. There. And some more dried flowers there. Add. You can see already got some other pods here. The flower pod there. It's all dried. It still looks really interesting, the shape of it. How it looks. Keep doing that. I've got some more red bits here. I can put in some red twigs that I found to colour. And those there. I think it's looking really nice. And I really have to concentrate as well where they're going to put them in, thread them through the holes. But it does make it much easier for your children to do. There is a little tape decoration. Keep adding them there. If you haven't got that and you're doing it with really little ones, then you can actually use the sieve, the same principle there. So you can put, if they want, they can just thread these into the sieve like that. And make a decoration with the sieve. Got a feather there that I can put in. And that's quite easy for little ones to do. Let's see. And then finally, also what I wanted to do, little ones, or small ones, is make something like this. So this is a jar, and it's filled with all different shapes, and it's got orange in there, it's got cinnamon sticks and nutmeg. So what I thought I would do is make something that younger children can do and they can look at, but it's also a decoration. So I've got an empty bottle, empty plastic bottle, and I'm just going to let them put things in bottles. So I have got something that I've now chosen that one. Smells chosen. I'm just going to put that in the bottle. And then I am going to choose some other items. So I am going to choose some rosemary that I've got in there, and I'm going to put that in my bottle. And it's great for little ones to look at. It's like a little interest bottle for them. So I've got the fur comb, which should fit in. Put that in there. Put it in that there. There we go. There it goes. It's already looking really interesting. I've got there. I'm going to put some red in. Give it some colour there. Already it's taking shape. And I think I will add. Oh, I've got some of this. So this is my evergreen. Let's put this in. That. You can really see this bottle. It really shows up all the different beautiful designs of the natural materials. Keep adding it, and that's another good simple decoration that you can use. So there's some ideas for you today. Feather there as well that I'm going to pop in my bottle. Oh, so many interesting things. And also, you can follow up by reading some lovely stories with your children. Some examples here of snappy maneuvers that you can read. So that's all about animals in the outdoors, spiders and snails and things that you also find out there. And on growing goods, that's another story about growing things in the outdoors. So I hope you've enjoyed the session and it's given you some ideas. Thank you for joining me today, and please go to www.familycorner.co.uk for further information.